Pisces, welcome to your November 2021 reading. We're going to start with an oracle message for you, and then we're going to head into the reading, and then we're going to look at an affirmation for you for the month. Okay, so before we start though, I want to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this content, if you want to see more. And also you can do this at the end as well. All right, so let's get going with your oracle message. Okay, please give us a message for Pisces for November 2021. All right. Wisdom came out. I think wisdom came out for, I want to say either Taurus or Aries this month in my readings. Okay. So it does seem like, what's interesting thing is a lot of the signs have been getting some of the similar cards. So it's definitely worth checking out the other placements in your chart for you. Okay, so wisdom. This is card 26, and it combines to a number 8, and 8 talks about mastery and power. And I think that's where wisdom I think is the kind of result of mastery and power and experience, right? With wisdom, with great wisdom, you are able to be masterful and powerful. And so let's look at the message here. Experience and failure lead to wisdom. There we go. Apply wisdom to a present situation. Learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. And that's really interesting because Pisces, you're a sign that's particularly known for your kind of contact with your intuitive spiritual side. And so definitely the call is here to go back to that source, because something is happening in your reality, in your surroundings, your environment, that is calling for you to be a little bit more intuitive and in touch with that side. Okay, so let's move into your tarot message for the month. Okay, so what is the issue that Pisces is facing in November 2021? What is the issue? Okay, we have one that fell out. Oh, Queen of Hearts. This is like, who else just got this? Capricorn, I believe. So Queen of Hearts, the Empress. Okay, so yeah, something here is either calling for you to embody the Empress, is calling for you to become as kind of empowered as that, or if this is someone kind of in your sights, then here it is. Okay, let's find out some more before we go too deep on that. Let's say next steps. Okay, what are the next steps for Pisces in November 2021? Next steps, 7 of Diamonds and the Star. Okay, so next steps is to heal something, to be patient. Let's see. I think this is talking more about patience. I think this is more about putting in the work with something. Kind of trusting that the work you put in today is going to reap something tomorrow. And that's the energy here. But these are really great because you have 2 major arcana here. The Empress. So 2 major life forces happening. 2 major life events happening for you here. All right, so let's see the outcome. Let's get some more cards on the table. Let's see the outcome for Pisces. Potential outcome in November. Okay, momentum. Number 8. That you just got 8 on the wisdom card. So 8 again. Okay. And back of the deck, King of Diamonds. So kind of being more stable and secure. Being quite kind of financially abundant. Yeah. Okay. So taking momentum towards something, and I think it's to do with this Queen of Cups, this Empress situation that's maybe there on your mind, and something you're thinking to deal with this month. Okay, so what is the blockage? What is the blockage for Pisces? What's the potential block? Okay. 8 of Hearts and the Moon. I feel like this is the Moon. This is your 3rd major arcana. This is some major stuff, Pisces. Like, this is definitely, and here we have the Jack of Diamonds. So some kind of message or offer, kind of studying a situation. So there's something that you have not really said anything about. There's something that's hidden, right? There's a situation where something is hidden for you. You have kind of avoided dealing with this thing up until now, but the call in November is to take momentum towards this thing, and the next steps is putting in some work. So it does indicate that you could be, by putting in the work doesn't mean rushing into something, but it could mean starting the ball rolling, starting the process towards something. And we have 8. We have 2 8s here. So, that's always going to be fortuitous. And 8 and 8 do talk about abundance and manifestation of something, right? Yeah, there we go. You are calling something in. It's like you're not even doing, the Magician is not here, so it's not like you're doing it actively. It's like there's some kind of it's like you've decided something innately, and you're now kind of just naturally moving towards it. It's like the time has come. And the difficulty here, the blockage, is going to be, okay, do I say what is on my mind, and do I keep avoiding this thing? And you cannot keep avoiding something if the call is to take momentum, right? The blockage is that you're going to have to come out of this state of avoiding either a feeling or some ideas or something you want to say about something, a person, a situation. And there might be some hidden feelings, some illusion, some kind of shadow elements about it. Maybe there's some ideas you have about this Queen of Cups Empress situation that you're gonna have to be dealing with, and that's why you're gonna need to turn to your inner wisdom. All right, so let's say back of the deck energy. Let's get some energy for the month. Okay, the Hierophant and 5 of Diamonds. This is the first time this card has come out in readings for this month, so I know it's special. And this is amazing because your reading this is the 4th major arcana, and there's only 5 cards on the table. So every card for you has been a major arcana, which is a major life event. It's a tarot card which describes a life force, something major on the station in your journey in life, or at least in this cycle. Wow. Yep. Yep. I just looked up and saw 1001 on the and 1010 a while ago. So I just wanted to say, like, those numbers talk about shaping your own reality and being brave and moving forward so that new beginnings can start. So, that is definitely something here. 2 8s, calling something in, having success at something. And so this talks about scarcity. 5 of Diamonds talks about not having enough of something, not having abundance, or being in a scarcity mindset about something. So it's that you're without, you do have 2 cards that talk about being away from, or not having the focus on something, or not being around the energy that you desire to be around. So you're out in the cold here. That's like typical thing to say, out in the cold, but you're away from something that you desire to be more in alignment with. It could be someone as well, and it could also be that you've moved away from them, or you're avoiding them. You're avoiding dealing with a situation, but also, this is a Hierophant, so there is some, I see this as being related to the Wisdom card. The Hierophant is about seeking traditional learning, seeking wisdom, really, from an expert, someone who is divinely connected. It could be a mentor, someone who can provide guidance. But also this card talks about commitment, traditional situations, contracts. So let's look at this in relation to work. But before we do that, here is the back of the deck, and that's why I feel like this is to do with love, or this is swinging towards a love reading, because you have the Jack of Hearts here, which talks about new feelings, bringing in, saying or expressing the feeling that you are having for someone, making an offer, having some kind of new feeling. It could be a crush, it can be just a new surge of love. The Queen of Diamonds and the 10 of Hearts here. So something's changing. I did see that there's some force happening here to bring you towards someone that you do have a lot of feelings for, and you haven't really addressed that. You are not in alignment with this person. Yeah. Wow. I just saw 1313, and this number has been coming up for a couple signs. It talks about a symbol of a new beginning. Okay, so yeah, I think that's here, taking action to move towards this thing person, situation that's really exciting. You're feeling that kind of emotion rising up in you that is calling you. It's making you want to come out of this avoidant energy where you're ignoring it, or you're keeping quiet about it. And what you have on your mind is maybe some kind of commitment with someone. And if this is to do with work, I think it's about you kind of coming into your power. I think it's the same I saw with Capricorn. It's becoming more kind of nurturing, kind of empowered in your workplace, more giving, and kind of more supportive of the environment. And that's a way in which you would take steps to move towards slowly healing whatever situation was there. This is a card of hope. So by embodying this energy in any kind of career situation, you would be putting out this energy of hopefulness within an environment, and the outcome, of course, would be that it would get things moving. It would get things for you, as well as within that environment, things would become much more kind of, the energy would start to flow, much more fluid is what I want to say. And yeah, it's the blockage here is if you, it's like not choosing not to give or show support, not to show the not to be emotionally expressive, not to share ideas, not to collaborate and support others. And yeah, the energy here is like that would create scarcity, that would create a situation which is not what you necessarily want in a work situation or a work environment. And so the energy here is really lead with expression of support. I keep hearing that word, support, for others. Yeah, understanding. That's a way of showing kind of your, of being more connected to others at, you know, in a workplace. And it's going to create like a really grounded, balanced situation, you know, very, very secure situation. And I think that is where your inner wisdom would be calling you. I'm drawn to apply wisdom to a present situation. Yeah. There's a present situation which, and you know, I think this is where this Hierophant comes as well. The Hierophant does represent wisdom, traditional knowledge. Okay, how do you approach whatever the situation is here? How do you approach this? It's about getting maybe some advice from someone maybe who you could see as an advisor or mentor, someone older. This is to do with love. It's not necessarily to do with a friend, but it's more to do with maybe someone who is maybe more experienced, someone you look up to. Could also be a counselor as well. And the blockage to achieving this, it could be a person, could be a situation, could be an energy, is if you remain quiet about this, if you remain in that general Pisces energy, right, keeping things under the surface in the subconscious and avoiding or keep walking away from seeing what you want. The call is to take momentum now. Just looked up and saw 1818, so things are gonna be successful, abundant for you, and it looks like success is on the horizon. So let's get an affirmation card for you for November. Okay, a lot fell out. I'm gonna take the one at the top. It says, I am worthy. I am worthy of a life worth living. Okay, so that's interesting. So it's almost like I see this as connecting to this card. You have been avoiding something for a very long time. You have been avoiding, maybe it's to do with this commitment. You do want a commitment. You do want to be not alone. You don't want to be, maybe you want to be in some kind of partnership or some group, or be a part of some more established way of doing things. If it's talking about business, if it's to do with love, it's to do with commitments, I think. And so it's now feeling that you are worth living a life worth living. And that's, I think, where the star comes in. it's healing whatever idea you had about this not deservingness of this energy here, and me taking steps towards it. Yeah. Okay, so let's, if you're interested in a further prompt, it says, what are some of the greatest things in my life right now? Okay, so I think we can use your inner wisdom to tap into that, because I think this is leading us towards gratitude, right? And if we're grateful for the things that we have in our life, I think that's going to go a far way to healing and allowing us to see that I already have so much. I have so much to offer. I'm not necessarily in a place of lack. I'm not necessarily isolated and out in the cold. And achieving this, if it's connection with a person, is possible for me. And I already have so much like love around me. And also, if it's to do with work or a situation, I already am so abundant, right? The Empress is abundant, if not anything else, very fertile. And so I already have all of this going for me. Yeah. All right, so that's your reading for November 2021, Pisces. Have a good month.